Welcome to the stage to deliver her talk. How to get pretty much anyone to do pretty much anything. Laurie Smithwick.
Wouldn't it be amazing if you could get anybody to do what you wanted just by going like that? I have to tell you, I have no idea how that works. But I do know a few tricks that do work. But before we get into that, I want to see a show of hands. Everybody out there who needs something done for them by somebody, somewhere, would you please raise your hand? Awesome. Okay, and if there are any of you out there who didn't raise your hand, I'm assuming that at some point you might need somebody to do something for you. Would you please raise your hand? Thank you so much. You see what I did there? I just got every one of you to do what I wanted. And how did I do that? By asking nicely. It's the oldest trick in the book. But this trick gets overlooked so often that you might think that it wasn't necessary. But it is necessary. It doesn't matter what you want. It doesn't matter how much you think you are owed it. If you want somebody to do something for you, you have to ask nicely. It's the way you show them that you respect them. And it's the only way that you're going to get their respect. So let's all agree that from tonight onward, we're always going to ask nicely. Great. Okay. So you've got two people. One of them wants something, the other one wants something from the other one. You would say that person has a need, and the other person has the power, right? Wrong. Well, no, well, right. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn that inside out and look at it from a different point of view. And I'm going to show you that the other person, that both people actually have some power. And the key is to realize that that person actually has a need also. Everybody needs something. And if you want somebody to be willing to help you get what you want, you need to be able to see things from their point of view. Every story has two sides. They're not right or wrong, it's just two sides. And there's a word for this, being able to see things from other people's point of view, get inside their skin, feel what they're feeling. Does anybody know what that word is? You can shout it out. That's right, it's called multiple personality disorder. I'm kidding, it's empathy, you were right. Empathy is the secret sauce of all communication. I'm going to tell you a story. A few years ago, a good friend of mine from college asked me to design a logo for her, it's not the right slide, for her new restaurant. I'll work with this logo, it's all right. I designed the most amazing logo. It was great. Look how amazing that logo was. I couldn't wait to show her the logo. But when the time came to present, it was she and her interior designer sitting in on the meeting. And his idea for what the logo should look like was very different from my ideas. And we struggled with this for weeks. Until finally one day, I was able to see things from her point of view. She had hired this guy to design the whole restaurant. The floors, the chairs, the bar, the lights, everything. And she had put all her trust in this guy, as she had to. And so I did what I knew I had to do. I called her up and I fired her. No, it's true, that's what I did. But the key is how I did it. I told her how amazing she was, and how amazing the restaurant was, and how amazing this designer was, and how they were such a great team. And I felt like maybe I just needed to step out of the way and let the two of them create something amazing. She thanked me in the end. And we're still friends, and the restaurant is still there, and it's amazing. If you can step inside somebody's shoes and see what they need, you'll know exactly what you need to do. And that's as good as getting your way. The last thing, even if the situation you're in isn't funny, it's amazing if you can get the other person to laugh. Very often, when you are in the position to ask somebody for something, they look like this, arms crossed, chin strong. They have formed a barrier between them and you are not going to get anywhere with that person. You need to literally disarm them. If you can get them to laugh, it's as if you're working together almost. You'll be a team for just a minute, and that one laugh is enough to bridge the way to a much easier conversation. But how do you get them to laugh? I find the easiest way is to make fun of yourself. You don't want to make yourself look bad necessarily, you're just looking for a way to lighten the mood, to get them to see you as a real person it makes them more empathetic to your whole idea and much more willing to work with you. So let's review what we've learned tonight. From this point on, we're all going to ask nicely, right? We're going to work hard to see things from other people's point of view, and we're going to try and make the people laugh that we're talking with. And I promise you, it's going to work. I wish you all the best of luck. May the force be with you, and may you all get your way.